Welcome to Shooting the Shit with Rhonda and T. Tonight we are reviewing the Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 7, Episode 2. But before we start, Rhonda, tell us what to do.
Smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel.
Man, all right. So this episode started off like we left off last week with Mia being confronted by Giselle. Robin gets a wind of it. She runs over and attacks like the guard dog that she is, And, they pretty much let her know that they feel like that her post was just about her trying to get attention.
I'm so clueless as to why we're supposed to be answering to them. Why do we owe them explanations about things?
Right. Candace was like, everybody was curious, but it was a better way to ask her. I was like, exactly. If everybody, everybody like, but for you to come up there and feel like you need an attacker.
You put it on social media, so you did open it up for people to ask you what's going on, but that ain't how you ask. No.
That's the whole thing. You could have
just asked her what's up. I seen are you okay?
Yeah, we're not doing that. Just are you okay? Because the way y'all ran up on there attacking her, if it's something, if she was really suffering from something, y'all, that'd be
I was gonna say, dang, if she had cancer, then you'd be like, is this what no cancer look like?
Right, that's horrible.
Okay. Wow.
So Robert calls
I can't stand Giselle though. She just doesn't have no
tact.
Soul.
She's tacky as hell. So Robin calls everybody out and say everyone thought it was suspicious, not just her and Giselle. They didn't say that. It's just how y'all confronting people. It's the issue. They didn't say.
I don't think they doubt that she's sick though. I think they all agreed that it was strange how what her message was unclear, and that part was strange. Nobody was saying they don't think she's sick. Except for Giselle and Robin.
Right. Katie showed up green-eyed and bald-headed. Giselle told Katie that Ray had a crush on her, and then she took Katie over there to Ray, and Katie hugged him and grabbed his butt and rubbed his head, and Ray was just a happy little kitty. And I was like, Lord,
don't you know somebody like that?
The
That's very Katie.
Huh?
Giddy? Yeah, like a Katie kind of person.
Yeah, little goofy, like, yeah, because you can't take nothing serious with Katie, and then they had invited Sharice. I just felt like Robin and Giselle caught themselves trying to be messy towards Karen by having Katie, because she thought bringing Katie over there to Ray, knowing that Ray had a little crush on her, that was going to irritate Karen, and it didn't. And then you brought Sharice there and you ain't tell her about it. I'm like, these two is just trying to create
because messiness. Nobody thinks that Ray and Katie, that's all I'm saying. Everybody has that kind of innocent, weirdo, ass-grabbing person that they know that you like, calm down, girl. She's harmless. I don't know why they thought. The whole thing with Sharice.
They thought they could
like Karen. Like, why?
Karen didn't let them have it. Karen got on that mic and did her thing and got the party started. She ain't let nothing y'all did irritate her. So there you go, ladies. Epic fail.
See, Destiny, how you act when somebody show up at your party and you didn't invite them and don't give a shit.
There you go. You get the party turned up, keep it going. So Candace's sister, Cynthia, is living with her until she get her house built. And she basically was sitting there. I'm glad Candace's sister is there too. It's something fresh. I hope they keep her on the camera a little bit more.
And somebody who you don't have to pretend a relationship with.
Yeah. So she tell about her plan to get pregnant, by the end of the year. But right now she just can't. Chris is too busy with work, So Ashley also has a friend, Deborah, who she met at the little Mommy and Me club. And I was like, I'm glad they bring, hopefully, shoot, maybe we'll see her too. We need some more young,
not Giselle and Robin running things. Yeah. Like they need other relationships.
Yeah. She young, she's more of her speed. Nobody got time to be doing them little jealous stuff with all the dang.
And when you're doing mommy and me, you need a mommy and me friend. Yeah. Where the babies can play with each other and
right. She said she's still living with her husband. Ashley say that, but they sleeping in different rooms. Girl was like, shoot, I guess it's cheaper to keep her. He want to live in the townhouse because yard and maintenance. When you get to that age, ain't nobody trying to do all that.
Cut grass, right?
Girl. So and it makes sense. She's staying there till she can get her place. And they talk about.
The more I think about it, the more sense it do make. The more y'all say it don't make sense, the more it does make sense to me.
And then they said, "Do you think old boy will start dating?" She was like, "Yep." And she probably will too. She said, "It won't be my boyfriend, but I'll date." And hell, he already dating, so it is what it is.
And I don't think like they putting it out there like Katie is trying to put one over on Michael. I don't think that's it either. I think they're trying to figure out
Ashley. Yeah,
I mean Ashley. Yeah, I don't think.
No, I think
he knows what it is.
It's just civil. Stop it. It's civil. That's
and all. When people decide that they're divorcing, they go back and forth. I don't know why they're so invested in her saying, definitely, I'm getting a divorce. That's not how that works.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, she talked about she been doing a little TikTok dance, so she want to take a little high heel class because she's enjoying dancing and stuff now. And she gonna like the other girl.
They all look like that one I showed you. She be like,
child. She included girls, including Candace, because right now they're working on their relationship. So we got Giselle and Robin. They at this restaurant where the flies is buzzing around the food. I was like, they gonna eat that? Okay. Robin is upset at Giselle because you told everybody me and Juan's business about the house not being in his name. And she said it's not in his name because his credit is not right after the foreclosure on their last home. Okay.
Whose fault was that?
That was yours. That would be yours. So I'm like, the nerve of you, Robin, his credit fucked up and you want to do a damn prenup and all of that, but you the reason why his stuff is messed up and he can't have his name on nothing because of you. Okay. Okay. Ooh, you bold.
That means he's stuck there. He might as well marry her because
that's so messed up. You messed up my credit. Now I can't go where I can't do things. She's talking about trap a nigga. Goodness gracious. Giselle said the only reason why she brought it up is because, as she said, she was going through her divorce with Michael, but they was buying the house and she don't know why she is lying about the divorce. Once again, why would she be lying about it?
What is it a lie, though? What is it a lie?
Stupid as hell. So Robin tells her, Giselle, you got to work on your delivery. It's the stuff that you be saying, just like when you had that issue with Mia. I was like, but you ran up and attacked her too. So what the? Okay.
Giselle is 50 years old. She's not changing. Learn how to do her delivery. She's been delivering that way for 50 years.
And she ain't finna stop.
Nope.
And that wasn't no slip up about you and Juan. She knew exactly what she was saying. And she knew she could have told you. I didn't mean to say that. And it will, and you'll be like, okay. But she knew exactly what she was saying.
This girl, and she was a friend of mine. We ain't really friends no more, but she was talking about one of her friends. And, we just having a conversation. And she went on to tell me how much money they had in their ERA account.
Oh,
and Lord. I was like, I feel like I should know that. I feel like that's a conversation that they were having, like, with you as their friend. Not that it's gonna go any further than this, because I feel like it ain't even my business. Why would you say that? Why would you tell me like their personal? Because you run your mouth. That's what Giselle does. Your secrets are not safe for her.
Giselle gonna do that because Giselle is miserable and she don't want to be the only one miserable over there. So they send me Giselle sent me this little fake apology, and I'm like, yeah, okay.
But how should I say it? What should I say?
Right, it was so fake. It was so fake. So then she started going in about Ashley, and Ashley said that her and Michael was looking at wallpaper and how they gonna decorate the house together. I was like, and it could have been wallpaper for the kids' room. They could be putting the kids' bedroom together in her new house. Like, who cares? She's jealous because
hate to me.
Yeah, she's jealous because their divorce is not hateful and they still like each other. You know what I'm saying? And he's helping her out. That's what it looked like to me. He's just helping her out.
I feel like he knew all along, like he's 70-something. How long was he figuring he was gonna hold on to this little?
He got her their 2 kids that she wanted.
She's not even 40.
No. He's decorating. He knows she ain't got enough money. Like, he's like, here.
He got to pay for it. Who else is gonna go look at the wallpaper with you?
Child. They just mad because it ain't a hateful relationship. Then this girl,
and because she over here still trying to put a piece together a house, and Ashley done found one
real quick.
And you somebody bought in the barn,
and you over there in the barn, and you was with your husband, and you still over there living in the barn.
But Jamal never would have laced her like that.
She was back with Jamal when she was living in the barn.
That's true. Was she?
Yeah. That's what they said. Well, that's what she claimed, child. So so they go into this whole story that Ashley said that Chris DM'd her at 2:00 in the morning and told her that she should come out to the W. And this is what Robin was saying. And she said, Robin was like, that's where he worked. Well, clearly Ashley didn't know that he worked there. And,
also,
what really happened?
Okay. They keep saying that he slid in her DMs.
No, but he replied to a post.
She had a story, and he replied to her story, and I feel like people be up like all times of night looking at their Instagram. So he answered the story when he saw it.
And here's I don't know because I don't do Instagram or whatever a lot or whatever. I just be looking at pictures and stuff. But I know, like on Facebook, if you post a story and someone comment on your story, then it creates a message. It's not like a comment.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Yeah. So he didn't like go in the messages and message her anything. He
commented on her post.
And then, like I said, he replied to it when he saw it. It's not like he's finna go back through the thing and be like, where was Ashley? Like, cause it's 2:30 in the morning, so I'm not gonna say nothing. Now, like it was in the moment. He replied to a story. She was hanging out. He tried to get people to the club where he worked, so he's like, y'all should have came over here. And I was irritated that Ashley kept like, what was he? 2:00 in the morning.
Even after Robin told her he worked there, because she was like, he trying to get me to come to the hotel. Like, no, he's the chef there. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, okay, so
now you know.
Come on now.
So then it would have no longer been a thing for me. Like, I don't feel like I would have needed to go say nothing else.
No, like, oh, okay. So, okay, that's why he's saying come to the W, because, okay. Because y'all out there partying. So Giselle gonna say, well, he slid in my DMs too. And
no, he didn't.
It made me feel uncomfortable. Stop, girl. And Garabin was like, why? I mean, we know him. We've been in his house. He didn't cook for us. Why him sending you a message make you feel uncomfortable? And she said she felt uncomfortable.
I don't believe he sent her a message unless it was the same message come through to the
come through. Right. She said she felt uncomfortable because at the reunion last year, whatever it was, you know, him and they showed him and Candace. I didn't know if they was fussing at each other or they was fussing because of Giselle. I don't know. But anyway, she said something to him and he'll say, I'll talk to you about it later. So when he seen her, he went to talk to her and she said, or he asked, can he talk to her? And she said, yeah, but she didn't know. She thought when she said, yeah, her glam squad was going to be there in her dressing room and they wasn't. And so Robert was like, well, what did he say? You know, you let him in there. I don't remember what he said. She said something about his wife. He was complaining about his wife. I was like, oh, was he checking you about his wife? It's funny that you remember something about his wife.
Or he was either checking her or he was trying to, because Candace was blowing off. Right. He might have just been like, you know how it is. You know, he trying to smooth things, you know, over, because that seems like something he would do. You know how she get, you know. Yeah. But you don't remember, so it don't matter.
She don't know something. Like, I think if he really came at you, you would really remember what he came at you.
A lot of married men be trying to come at her. He was coming to her to see if she was with it.
That's what she said, child. And then
I mean, you know what?
And he was drunk. That's
Giselle is definitely attractive. However, she don't look like she with it ever.
Girl, she's so. Yeah, she said many married men has tried to come at her. That's what she said. Child Ray and fussing at Karen about these implants. I'll skip that. Okay. Me and Gordon, they at some restaurant. They sitting there talking. They're talking about, you know, they finna open up a new location of their business in DC. And her friend Jacqueline come through. So we know her and Jacqueline been friends for 15 years at this point.
That's crazy that she was saying that. I was like, y'all been friends since high school, and now you gonna let this TV show, like, you would put your high school friend out like that?
I don't know the tea on that yet. So what is they beefing about?
A video of Jacqueline and her husband fighting, basically saying that Jacqueline has a problem. Well, I guess her husband put it out and she reshared it. You know what I'm saying? That Jacqueline has a problem with being violent domestically.
That's crazy.
So before we ever saw Jacqueline, she had already put this thing out. Right.
That's crazy.
And then I was like, so this is your friend from high school, from when you were teenagers? And like, I'm not going to attack you on the internet. I think that's wild. That's very wild. Like,
so while they're still friends, Jacqueline is upset that her other friends, she was disgusted that the girls at the party felt like that she made up the whole thing about the cancer scare.
Those are her friends, Jacqueline.
Child. And then she said Karen was covering her ass and at the party. And then Mia said before the party, Karen basically gave her a heads up that the other women were feeling like, you know, her scare wasn't real.
Why we mad at Karen again? Because she gave you the heads up?
And Karen never did. She just said the same thing. It's just, you know, why would you go on there? She didn't
say that. She said it might have been weird the way she the way she shared it, but she never said it was any of the things they were saying. So I don't know. We're not gonna be mad at Karen. Mia, if that's what you want to do, girl.
Girl, please. We know Mia flip-flopping ass anyway, so
I don't.
we found that out last year.
And I'm looking at her friend sideways because I figure if you could be friends with Mia for that long, then something's probably wrong with you too.
Right. So Ashley met with Candace. Ashley said she want to meet with Candace one-on-one so she can have this conversation about Chris because Candace don't like to be confronted in big groups. So she want to have this one-on-one.
Me so bad.
So they had a little small talk about, Candace going to the Grammys or whatnot. And then she started this whole conversation about Chris was in my DMs at 2:40 in the morning. I'm like, at this point, Ashley, Robin already told you what it was.
She told you what it was.
Right. So why are we acting like we didn't know? Because this is what you and Giselle decided y'all was going to come up with this year.
That must be it.
And Candace for the most part kept cool. She was like, I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt.
She must be having therapy for real because other Candace.
Yeah. She gave her the benefit of the doubt that maybe you didn't know that, he's working at the W and what he's doing is trying to rebrand it right now. So, he's trying to get cool people to come to the spot. That's what he was doing. And I'm gonna leave this alone. But I got my eye on you.
Child. But I'm just like, I'm so confused as to why she couldn't figure that out.
You was already told what it was. So why do you feel like you need to make this a thing?
Not even Ashley and Michael had a restaurant. They know what that's about. They know that that's what you do when you have a restaurant. So your spot can be hot and you have the right people coming through. After Robin said he works at the W, Ashley, the restaurant owner, should have known exactly what that was.
Then she further went and said, because when Kendall was like, so what you trying to say? Like he trying to get with you. And she was like, I thought he had a crush on my friend. Girl. And that's when she should have got cussed out.
She didn't do it. Candace says she went to that same therapy that Marvin went to over there.
I knew you was gonna say that.
You got to breathe. You got to breathe that shit out.
So we got dance class, and Karen said she ain't coming. Look here, I got 102 fever. I'm not coming. And Robin like, she must have been tipped off that Sharice was gonna be here. I said Robin show's trying to make this a thing between Sharice and Karen. Okay.
I don't want Sharice. I don't blame Karen. What's the best way to not engage is to don't come. And they're talking about her tea. Like, what tea does Karen have?
They said Sharice got tea on her. Okay. So that's why you brought Sharice on the show. So let me see. We going after Candace with her husband. We trying to bring Sharice on the show to bring out some tea because we ain't got none on Karen. So we
from back when she said blue eyes? We don't care.
Child. They said Sharice been testing her. She just been, ignoring her. I'm like, she ain't got time for you, Sharice. You want to be on the show so bad, whatever.
And Karen is like, it won't be through me. Like,
take what Karen and Giselle.
And listen, Destiny, peep this right here, Destiny. Sharice was at the party talking about we have to get together and talk sometime. And Karen was like, yep, you're right, girl. We gonna do that. Call me. We'll have lunch.
And kept her on red.
Kept on moving.
Child. So then Giselle bring up this whole thing about Ashley playing with divorce and we don't do that and you don't buy a house with a man that you divorcing. And Ashley was like, you reconciled with the husband that you divorced. She was like, after 15 years. And
yeah, that sounds more stupid. That sounds even more stupid, Giselle.
Right. And she was like,
Ashley got little kids at home.
Right.
When you did that, your kids was like, no, don't bring him over here.
Sure was.
That's what your kids was saying. Are y'all for real? Ugh.
Right. And they were like, Ashley was like, look here, he ain't cheat on me. He ain't go out and have no kids. They was like, he ain't cheated. She was like, I mean, not lately. But her whole point is, we're not divorcing because I'm upset because he cheated or he ran out and had kids. We're
like
just
Jamal
deciding,
did.
right, we're
like
not
Jamal
going to be
did.
together. Right. It's not hostile. It's not hostile, and y'all mad because y'all all had hostile divorces. Mine is not that. So it is.
And they had to struggle. Robin had to downsize into that little bitty thing.
Yeah.
You know. Now they
Robin got a lot of nerve because Juan, you was divorcing Juan and he was living in the house and y'all was sleeping in the same bed and everything. So I don't know what
they were sleeping in the same bed.
Mouth. You know what I'm saying? You out of all people should understand what's going on. So she was like, look, here's the thing. I'm buying a house with him because he can afford the size of the house that I can't do alone. Okay. And Sharice was like, oh yeah, I'm good with it. What's the problem then? I was like, Sharice, get it. Just Giselle shut up too. After she said that.
Because Sharice did it. That's why.
Yeah.
And Sharice is another one who, well, you know, she was in that house. Her dude was wherever he was at.
Right.
She was at home pretending like she was still married.
And here's the thing, because they said something about when is you gonna announce it. She was like, I ain't announcing it until after the sale of the house go through. She's right, because her saying that it was a divorce, that would affect her sale of her house. Because then they're gonna be like, well, where your money come from?
Announce what? Why do I gotta announce it? What are you talking about? What announcement? We're separated. You still have to be separated for a year.
Come on. Yeah,
that's not just for fun. That's but that's what that law requires there. So
they want it to be hostile, and it's not. They want her to be able to like, F you, Michael, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna live with my mom while you live in this nice penthouse, and I'm gonna be in a 1-bedroom with my mom. So then they can sit over there.
Ashley said after 5 years the prenup was null and void, but there was verbiage in there that she didn't quite understand, which means she needs to renegotiate her situation before she's all the way out. And I don't think Michael is oblivious to that. He's like, instead of giving her half of my money, so I'm not going to do that. Let me make sure her and my kids are over there.
Right. Right.
And all that LLC stuff, like I said, that's probably just rich folks doing taxes and getting things in a way that's going to be, you know.
Giselle said, I just want you to be happy. She looked happy to me, Giselle.
Girl, she looked real happy.
Y'all complaining she over there dancing,
she was over there picking wallpaper.
Crazy.
Happy.
They do their little dance. They all look terrible, so we're not gonna get on that. Wendy showed up. Mia showed up. What's her name? Wendy had a little. She did a little dirty wine
because that's what they do. Did you notice that the shady cameraman zoomed in on Mia's feet?
I didn't even catch that. They crazy. So after all of that, Giselle tells Candace that Chris made her feel uncomfortable, and she go into the whole what happened with the reunion. And she even went to say, I'm not trying to be in a bedroom with a married man. I said, we went from the dressing room to the bedroom now? Really? Then she said, Cal, whoever Cal is.
Why are you just bringing this up? Cal's her hair person, makeup person. That guy that hangs the hair guy.
So Cal was upset and said,
why is she just now saying that though? Like if you were so, you know what I'm saying?
You would have said it then.
You would have said it then. Like Ashley did bring it up like right after it happened, even though, she full of shit too. I'm not giving her a pass. I think she was being real full of shit.
Right.
And that whole thing with him wanting to get with one of my friends is even makes it worse.
Yeah. And this dude, Cal, to my, he purposely waited till I left. Like, boy, go somewhere too.
Did he actually say that?
Candace was like, did he say anything inappropriate? This blah 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 blah. Same questions that she got from Robin, and she's like, no. She was like, well, you can't diminish the way I felt, Candace. And Candace was like, basically, like, this what we doing? Is this what we doing? She called the producers. Where's Eric? I'm out of here, because if this is how y'all gonna do, this is the plan. This is what we doing this year. I was like, just like it. It's your turn, boo. I hope you didn't think that you was exempt.
Well, she should have been kissing Giselle's ass, because that's what she do.
Child. That's how that episode ends. So you know what's gonna happen. See, Monique didn't really whoop a bitch ass. Like, you know, she should have. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't afraid, because somebody really gonna get Giselle. She gonna run up on the wrong one. And I keep
honestly, I just feel like Giselle, the shit's old. She don't have no storyline ever. She never does. She's from day one goes straight into her and Robin sat there and made a list of all the things that the people need to tell them. We need Mia to tell us this shit. We need Ashley to explain this. Like, I don't explain anything to you.
Giselle, hopefully all of this is for camera time, because you run up on a real one in the real world, you're gonna get done up. I'm just saying. Couldn't be me.
She probably doesn't. Oh. She only does that, I'm sure, in a safe space where she knows, you know what I'm saying, TV cameras and witnesses are present.
I'm so fine. All the married men want me. I'm so used to that.
Do they?
Child, please.
More than Ashley?
Girl.
Apparently not, because didn't nobody buy your puzzle house, but that's another subject altogether.
All right, y'all. Go ahead and go.
Smash that button, subscribe to our channel.
Everybody's talking at the same time. The dogs, the D's.
Smash that button, subscribe to our channel.
Pull your shirt down.
All right, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.